The Scarecrow, who was in the lead, finally discovered a big tree with such wide spreading branches that there was room for the party to pass underneath. So he walked forward to the tree, but just as he came under the first branches, they came down and wrapped themselves around him, and the next moment he was raised from the ground and thrown towards his fellow travelers. This did not hurt the Scarecrow, but it surprised him, and he looked rather dizzy when Dorothy picked him up.
"Here is another space between the trees,"
called the Lion. "Let me try it first," said the Scarecrow, "for it doesn't hurt me to get thrown about." He walked up to another tree as he spoke, but its branches immediately grabbed him and threw him back again. "This is strange," exclaimed Dorothy. "What shall we do?"
"The trees seem to have made up their minds to fight us and stop our journey,"
remarked the Lion. "I believe I will try it myself," said the Tin Man, and, shouldering his axe, he walked up to the first tree that had handled the Scarecrow so roughly. When a big branch bent down to seize him, the Tin Man chopped at it so fiercely that he cut it in two. At once the tree began shaking all its branches as if in pain, and the Tin Man passed safely under it. "Come on!" he shouted to the others. "Be quick!" They all ran forward and passed under the tree without problems, except Toto, who was caught by a small branch and shaken until he howled. But the woodman promptly chopped off the branch and set the little dog free. The other trees of the forest did nothing to keep them back, so they made up their minds that only the first row of trees could bend down their branches, and that probably these were the policemen of the forest, and given this wonderful power in order to keep strangers out of it. The four travelers walked with ease through the trees until they came to the farthest edge of the woods. Then, to their surprise, they found before them a high wall which seemed to be made of white china. It was smooth, like the surface of a dish, and higher than their heads. "What shall we do now?" asked Dorothy. "I will make a ladder," said the Tin Man, "for we certainly must climb over the wall." Chapter 20. The Dainty China Country. While the woodman was making a ladder from wood which he found in the forest, Dorothy lay down and slept, for she was tired by the long walk. The Lion also curled himself up to sleep, and Toto lay beside him. The Scarecrow watched the woodman while he worked, and said to him, "I cannot think why this wall is here, nor what it is made of." "Rest your brain, and do not worry about the wall," replied the Tin Man. "When we have climbed over it, we shall know what is on the other side." After a time, the ladder was finished. It did not look very safe, but the Tin Man was sure it was strong and would serve their purpose. The Scarecrow woke up Dorothy and the Lion and Toto, and told them that the ladder was ready. The Scarecrow climbed up the ladder first, but he was so awkward that Dorothy had to follow close behind and keep him from falling. When he got his head over the top of the wall, the Scarecrow said, "Oh my!" "Go on," exclaimed Dorothy.